I wanted to make a couple of beats. And if this is your first time, let me say welcome, man. I go by the name JFilt. And in this video, I want to do an easy way to come up with 80s styles drums. So without further ado, let's get into it. If this is your first time, let me say welcome, shout out your city, shout out your weapon of choice. Please subscribe if you are interested in beat making videos and things of that nature, and hit that notify bell. That way you are updated each time I upload new content. Back to the video. I'm using Logic Pro. For those that don't know, that is my personal preference for DAW. If you don't have Logic Pro, it's still all good. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I want to play just a snippet of a beat I'm working on. It's kind of like a bridge, I guess, but it needs some drums, some different type of drums. And I wanted to do 80s. So let me just play what I have so far. So that's pretty much what I have, just a nice little 8-bar loop. So what I want to do is add some drums. So I wrote some notes here. Let me see. I'm using my notepad for the very first time. 80s type drums. So what you want to do is you want to use the linn drums. And if you have Logic, you could use either linn drums or Video Star drums. And number 2, I have gated reverb snare. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But the linn drums, those are classic drums, man. And if you don't have Logic, you can do a simple Google search for linn drums. You know what I'm saying? Just go to Google and type in free linn drum VST, see what pops up. One example I found was the DJ linn drum VST by Simple Recorder. And it says that it's for Windows, but I also see there's a download for the Mac OS. So if you have Mac, according to this, you're good. But that's just one. There's more than that. So that's just one example. So, just do, if you're not too lazy, go to Google and just do a simple search. That's all you got to do. Let's play some of these linn drums, man. And actually, if you have Logic, it comes with a linn drum kit. Go to your kits over here. Okay, so you go over to electronic drum kit. And then just scroll down to linn drums. The other one I said was Video Star, and we'll get to that as well. And that's down here. All right. So these are the linn drums. So if you like cats like, Prince, you want that sound, any 80s, those drums are very prevalent because they were using the linn drums. A lot of them were, you know what I'm saying? It's a staple in the 80s sound, man, that whole decade, man. I'm gonna start with the kick, just a simple drum pattern, man. And what I wanna do is separate all the sounds. So I'm gonna have the kick on a separate track, the snare on a separate track, and the hi-hat on a separate track. And what I'm gonna do is 4 on the floor, which means 1, 2. So real straightforward, simple beat. Here we go. Moving on, let's do a hi-hat. Here we go. Now that we have that, let's go ahead and throw a snare in it. So I'm going to play the snare on the 2 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. See that? Just like that. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to do something I normally don't do, and that is quantize. I want this to be quantized. I want it straight because that 80 sound, that stuff was quantized. I'm not going to lie to you. Not everything, but a lot of it was. Go to the piano roll, select all, hit Q to quantize. All right. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to, It's up to you. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to add a clap. We talk about Prince. This is something that was this is like a signature move, man. It's putting the clap on every other snare. Something like this. See that? So every other snare. So here we go. Let's do it. Here we go. So we have 4 sounds: kick, snare, hi-hat, and the clap. Now, if you want to add like some extra sounds, you could bongo, or kunga, shaker, or tambourine, or cowbell. It's really up to you. I'll do that. I'll put the cowbell in there. I'll just do like some random hits, man. Just random. No method, just random. Here we go. So I'll leave it like that. All right, now I want to add some toms. See what these toms sound like. I'm not really a fan of these toms, to be honest with you. So that's where I want to use some other drums. A video star is another stock sound out of Logic. To see that? See these toms right here? I like these better. So I could do something like that and just throw those in here. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, let's see how we're gonna play this in here. So I'll do like on the 4th bar of that part, right over here. I'll do it right here. Something like that. All right, here we go. Now, I know that was different than what I just did, but whatever. And should I quantize it? No, I'll leave it as is, whatever. So now the next step is we want to do something to that snare drum to make it even more retro. And that is, what did I have in my notes? The gated reverb on the snare. I'm gonna show you this technique. Go to the snare and we're gonna solo it. See how dry that is? We're gonna do something to make it sound a little more 80-ish. We're gonna create a bus. So over here on the left, start a new bus. We'll go to bus 12, whatever, that's fine. All right, so what we're gonna put on this bus? We're gonna put 2 things on this bus. First thing is a reverb. The reverb is really up to you, whatever kind of reverb plugins you have. Just make sure it's a very big reverb. So you could use something like Valhalla or whatever. I'm gonna use Space Designer, which comes with Logic. I wanna use a plate. Okay, yeah, plate reverbs, large spaces. I could do this big plate right here. We want the wet all the way up and the dry all the way down. So it sounds like this. Oh, I gotta turn the the bus up. So go over to the left, turn that up. There we go. The next thing is you're gonna use a gate. So on that same bus, right underneath that reverb, we're gonna put a noise gate on there. And what you have to do for this is use sidechain, because you want to sidechain the gate to kind of cut off that reverb. Okay, so we're going to go to wherever that snare was, which was linn drum, sidechain it to this sound. I'm going to show you exactly the settings I had, because I saved my little setting for this. I call it gated reverb, and this is the threshold -24. I have my attack at about 2 milliseconds, and you can adjust the release time, whatever. I have the hold at 80 milliseconds, and you can copy this if you want to. So now let's listen. See that? So it's actually cutting off the reverb. It's gating it, and you can adjust the release. It's really up to you. It's, let you hear the difference. See that? So without it, throw the gate back on it. That really makes it 80-ish. Okay, so now let's hear that with everything. See, and there you have it, man. That's pretty much it. That's the sound. Now, of course, you can throw a compressor on all those drums to just, you know, glue it together. And there you have it, man. That's a nice 80s type of feel, man. You see what I'm saying? Sounds like a Donkey Kong game track. Hey, you know, some people feel it is real cheesy, but hey, some people are after that sound, man, really. I hope that was helpful to at least 2 people, man. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. It's your man JFilt. I'm sending peace and positive energy. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. More videos on the way. I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to check out those links down below. Peace.